I was always gay. I was born gay. I doubted if I should come out, and I doubted if I should live a lie. That I doubted, but I never doubted my sexuality. It's not about just decriminalizing. It's about also making sure that I have, and every citizen consenting adult in this country has the right to choose their sexual orientation, has the right to choose their partner, has a right to dignity, and has a right to living with not a sense of fear that they are going to be arrested. There was the Pulse Orlando shooting that happened in United States, and then I got thinking that if that ever happened in India, would people turn around and say, oh, because they're illegal, it's good that they all were shot? There were a series of sort of unfortunate events, which included the repeal in the Supreme Court of the Section 377, the High Court judgment. And then when the privacy law came into play, which I think it was the biggest factor, that the state or the center does not have the right to enter somebody's bedroom. That is basically what pushed me to say that maybe this is the right time for me to file a writ petition.
That's okay. I am Hijra. That's okay. I am gay. That's okay. I'm bisexual.
Mr. Mukul Rohatgi, who is the lawyer that spoke up in front of the judges, who's fighting for this petition, he said something like, why are we saying no to tourists from outside of India who might want to come to India because of the fact that there is Section 377 will not come? Why are we hampering tourism of this country? There are so many businesses, tour operators that cater to the LGBTQ community. And then, of course, the World Bank has come back and said that it costs the country billions of dollars in GDP growth if a country has homophobic draconian law. And because there is a fear for people to come out, to be productive at the workplace, and that in itself is a big cost. Let's speak the language of what people understand. Why don't we show to these people the kind of economic damage that they're doing? People understand very simplistic power of the rupee. I am the fourth child out of three sisters, and therefore there is this, Punjabi family empire that our son should run. Well, a son can run, and a gay son can easily run that. It was a little bit of initial struggle, but I think it was an education for them as well. I think in their hearts, they always knew. If it wasn't for their support, and if it wasn't for their love and their understanding and their change and the way I changed their minds, I would not be able to do this interview today. I would not be able to file a writ petition. I'm privileged. I am the executive director of this company. My family supports me. There was, of course, initial hesitation, and I overcame that. I became a success story within my own company. I've been facing discrimination when I grew up. In school, I was in an all-boys school. You can just imagine what boys do to other boys when there is one boy that is different. My discrimination is still discrimination. But what is worse is the discriminations of the millions down the line who are not in the same position as I am. Shikhandi is the first transgender. She was born a woman, transitioned to a man, married a woman. There is a whole documentation of her transition process that happened. So, why are we, focusing on how intolerant we are when we actually are very tolerant? I am not an activist. I'm not a socialist. I have absolutely no political agenda. I'm just a citizen exercising my fundamental rights. I'm a tax-paying citizen. I am from a very privileged background, I guess. And because of that privilege, why not use that in the correct sphere?
If you love the Quint and want to keep seeing more of us on Facebook, Click on follow, then see first, and you'll never miss us on your timeline.